When someone consistently disrupts our peace, the modern instinct is a total shutdown. We ghost them, block numbers, and create immediate, absolute distance. This strategy stops the immediate frustration, but it carries a high price. You end up fracturing your own social network, leaving yourself isolated while losing the potential benefits of the relationship. Psychology suggests that removing people from your life isn't the only way to find stability. You don't have to delete the person to delete the stress they cause. Success depends on a system of resource management. We can view our mental well-being as an emotional economy. Treating your energy as a finite currency allows you to set limits that protect your mind without requiring you to live in total isolation. The first major drain on the emotional economy is the compulsion to justify every limit we set. When we tell someone no, we often follow it with a long list of reasons why. This over-explanation weakens the boundary. By providing justifications, you invite the other person to negotiate your terms or find loopholes. Simple, unelaborated clarity reinforces the limit. A phrase like, "I'm not available," provides no leverage, keeping your boundary intact. A second leak occurs through our reactions. Some people trigger us out of habit, or even on purpose, waiting for an emotional response. When you respond emotionally, you give that person control over your internal state. You are effectively letting them spend your emotional currency for you. Choosing not to react plugs this leak. It keeps the power and the energy entirely in your own hands. Beyond managing your own reactions, you can adjust the physical and emotional space between you and others by limiting access rather than people. This involves practical changes, spending less time together, responding to messages less frequently, and sharing fewer personal details. This shift creates an emotional buffer zone. It preserves the connection at a distance, where the friction can no longer reach you. This distance makes it easier to see that a person's behavior is a reflection of their own internal state. If someone is constantly chaotic, it's a symptom of their own deficit, not an objective commentary on you. When you stop internalizing their actions as about you, the behavior becomes background noise. You maintain your balance because you've stopped paying the emotional cost of their choices. The most effective tool for maintaining this balance is the word no. We often feel a weight of guilt when refusing a request, but that guilt is what leads to chronic emotional exhaustion. Using no is a high-level form of self-respect. It functions as a protective filter, ensuring you only take on what you can afford to carry. Saying yes to everyone else means you are constantly withdrawing from your own psychological reserves until you're left with nothing. Establishing these boundaries without guilt creates a secure vault for your peace, keeping it safe from the endless demands of others. Because your emotional energy is a strictly limited resource, every bit you save through boundaries is currency you can spend elsewhere. Research shows that well-being improves significantly when we intentionally choose to focus on environments that bring us calm, rather than those that spark chaos. Once your defenses are in place, you can direct that saved energy toward the people and projects that actually offer a return on your investment. You stop spending your day in a defensive crouch, reacting to the latest crisis. You start operating from a proactive state, where you decide exactly where your attention goes. By mastering the emotional economy, you no longer need to cut the world off. You simply build a life where your peace is no longer up for negotiation.